Just pulled this out of the box, a fold-up electric food slicer. Got this from my aunt and uncle. Early Christmas present. I don't know that it has a year on it, but it has never, ever been opened. How do I know? Well, let's take a look over here. You tell me. It's still in the plastic. Does that look like it's been opened before? I've got some brisket from yesterday that I'd like to chop up a little bit here, and so that's our next step is to unbox this, get it set up, and see if we can get our work in here. We get these bananas and other nonsense out of the way here. Original tape. I don't really know what I'm getting into here. It's a Rival fold-up electric food slicer. So I'm not really even clear as to the assembly and how things, okay. How, usually this stuff comes with instructions, but I think that this, maybe they just think that you should know what's going on. I feel like maybe not. Maybe if this is my base. Is this literally the setup? Then this is the slider here for what we've got going on. I mean, I don't know if you can see that well enough, but I'm used to it being tipped back on its side. Whenever you see one of these at the grocery store. I think this is my tray that carries the meat. Like this. I mean, we've all seen that before, right? The real question is, or maybe this. I think that's it. Okay. And then there's a stop. Right, so I'm thinking brisket here. Okay, last thing we've got. I'm gonna power this thing up. We're gonna take a couple cuts here in a moment. Okay, this piece goes on here. Quick and easy setup. Let's get us connected to some power. Got enough stuff away here. Safety button. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's back here. Thickness gauge. Oh, there. And that moves. So there is. We'll take a look back here. Okay, so you can see there's this dial on the backhand side. What that does is as I turn that one way or the other, it adjusts our thickness gauge here. And so that tells me, it also brings out this face right here, and I'll move that again. You can see that that goes one way or the other, in or out. A little janky, but I think I've actually got this potentially in the way, but you can see my thickness there. Small, big, really big, not real. Oh, I see. There we go. I have it all tightened up, I think. I have no clue. This thing is coming apart. So what you see is there's an actual screw there. And so then this needs to be turned to the right to be able to get that like where we want it. Slid down in there. See if I can't. There we go. All right. Okay, I was doing it the wrong way. So now let's take a look here. My thickness gauge is on this side. And what that does is it shows the gap between the face and the blade there. So again, if I want to bring that in, dial my thickness down to a hair. Notice this shows up here like a visual guide of this is what you're gonna be shaving off. So if I want something like that, big, fat, thick slices, you see that? Just see if I can get camera where you can see both at the same time. Thin, thick, there we go. I'm gonna start with some really, really thin slices. Got the old girl, the old sled mounted up here. And notice that leaves room between the two. Safety button on top. Okay, I press start. I have not passed go yet. On off button. Ooh. She's running. Okay, so I gotta have both. So that's probably, I forget the term, but there's a term in manufacturing where they used to do this where you gotta have both hands on it. That protects the other hand. What I am probably the most excited about is we're about to pull this out. This is some brisket that we did yesterday. It's ice cold. Comes straight out of the old Frigiderooski here. And that's what I'm talking about. Delicious piece of brisket. I'm not sure how to load this on here in a way where it's gonna fit. Get this probably out of the way. That loaded on down there. I think there we go. First slice. No idea what to expect. Okay, let's take a look. So that actually works pretty slick. We'll take a look around here on the back side where that's coming off. And I can tell you for sure that that is some really fine slices. I do want to put this on put it up on like a cutting board or something. I've got a bigger cutting board. Here, we'll go with my giant pizza peel. Not a good place to grab this. So that way I'm shaving off onto this, and take a look at that. Delicate, thin. Can you see how thick that is? Beautiful, beautiful pieces of brisket there. That is gonna make some delightful sandwich. I'm gonna cut up a bunch more. That is just, wow. You wanna get somebody something for Christmas, try this. Let's see here. What do you guys think? Okay. Tell me in the comments. That is, oh, I'm actually so excited about this. This is gonna take, what's a very simple creation, just some brisket that's been sitting out on the grill, and take it and expand the possibilities. This is gonna make some delicious sandwiches for lunch. Really excited about it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the review of the Rival fold-up electric food slicer from, I'm gonna guess, the late 80s or the mid 90s. But shout out to Carol and Ron for your generosity.